This is Ryan and Michelle, and welcome to the Celebrate MarriageCast 5-Minute Friday.
Happy Friday. We are so glad you're joining us today. Thank you for listening. And Celebrate MarriageCast 5-Minute Friday is just a short and sweet assignment for you to do with your spouse over the weekend to grow your marriage. Ryan, what do you have for
Michelle,
us today? Happy Friday, by the way.
Yeah, happy Friday. This past weekend, we took a little trip, little vacation, little 2-day weekend getaway.
Yep. It was great. We went to Omaha.
Yeah,
Stayed at a nice place.
Omaha, Nebraska. Visited our friends at Meadows Church.
Yes. Love that crew.
It was awesome.
Our son stayed with our daughter at her college. So our then 10-year-old stayed with our daughter. Had a great weekend.
Yeah.
Super sweet.
Yeah. Michelle, we were driving home from Omaha, and I heard the song. You were playing different music, but it's
an eclectic style.
Yeah, well, it's an oldie, but it's from Toby Mac, and it's called "Speak Life."
Yeah,
and I love that song so much, which is leading us to our assignment for the weekend. Okay, your assignment for the weekend is to speak life into your spouse, into your family, into your kids. And really the idea behind this is to, before you speak, run it through that filter. Am I speaking life into my spouse, into my family, into my kids, or am I tearing them down?
Yeah.
Because words matter so much. We shared a couple weeks ago, there's a scripture in James that talks about the power of the tongue. And words are so important.
Yeah, a tiny rudder can change the course of direction of a big ship, right? Well, that's like your tongue. It can change the course of direction, and it can have an impact on people.
Absolutely.
For years and years, not a lifetime.
Yeah, for sure. So your assignment this weekend is, as you're communicating with your family, to run it through that filter of, am I speaking life into them and building them up, or am I tearing them down?
Right. I think that's great, a great filter to run it through. And I think as I've become more aware of this, I feel like over the years, I just have developed more of a, not laid back approach or relaxed, but the more that things happen, the more I realize it doesn't really matter. I don't need to say this thing, or I don't need to react to that. Whatever, a kid does something, it's fine. In the grand scheme of things, if they're just kids, your spouse is doing the best they can. It's just, I feel like the more that we've worked on this, the more it just rolls over my shoulder. Yeah. It's like no big deal.
Yeah.
I can choose to say this, or I can choose to let it go. And I feel like every single time that decision's made, just let it go. You can just see the response not only on the other person's face, sometimes gratitude if they realize, I messed up, but she was really kind about it. Or just even that spark in them. If I were to respond with something, to our kids with something mean, you can see the impact that it has. So I feel like it is something that has to be practiced too. So this is great. They can take an assessment and see, are you speaking life? And then make sure you intentionally are this weekend.
Absolutely.
Have you found that was the case for you, Ryan? I feel like you've always been very positive.
I try to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, again, words matter. And I think what you say, really, really matters. And maybe even it's what you don't say. I mean, I think from a flip side of that, of Michelle, I think you've taught me that of man, sometimes you need to say something of positive, of being hey, thanks a lot, or man, I'm really proud of you for doing that.
Thanks a lot.
And so it's also knowing where to speak and how to speak life into people.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I do try really hard to spread encouragement to people everywhere. That's great. Okay, so speak life this weekend. Listen to the song for inspiration if you want.
Yeah, it's a great song.
And we hope that you have a great weekend. If you don't have a church home, we want you to know that you're always welcome here at Celebrate. Our website is celebrate.church. You can watch online or find us in person. The location is on our website. Otherwise, we have Instagram as well at Celebrate MarriageCast. Have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend.